As Salem moves toward the weekend, Friday's episode unfolds with that familiar mix of emotional tension, personal crossroads, and brewing secrets. The anniversary celebration of the Dr. Tom Horton Free Clinic continues to fill the city with faces from the past, memories from long-buried storylines, and conversations that reopen doors characters thought they had closed years ago. The gala remains the emotional heart of the episode, a place where flashbacks blend into the present and where characters are forced to confront the meaning of their past choices. For Maggie Kiriakis, the evening becomes something more than a nostalgic gathering. As people around her share stories about how the clinic shaped their lives, Maggie finds herself carrying news she can no longer hold back. The weight of that information is meant for Sarah Horton Kiriakis, who has been struggling with complicated emotions ever since her split from Xander. Maggie quietly pulls Sarah aside and delivers news about Xander, news that could fall anywhere on the spectrum between professional and deeply personal. Whether it's related to work, his behavior, or something far more intimate, the revelation lands with enough force to pull Sarah's thoughts backward into memories she had tried to lock away. The uncertainty surrounding Xander continues to tug at her heart, reminding viewers that no matter how hard she tries to move forward, the past never stops whispering. Meanwhile, across town, Jennifer Horton Devereaux reaches a breaking point of her own. Her heart remains tangled in worry and anger, and she can't shake the growing fear that Chad DiMera is failing to protect Thomas and Charlotte. The discovery that Chad not only befriended Kat Green but entered a romantic relationship with the woman who impersonated Abigail, and shattered Jennifer's family, sent Jennifer into a storm of hurt and fury. Thomas, still fragile and spiraling under the weight of recent revelations, is barely holding on, and Jennifer becomes increasingly convinced that the children would be safer, happier, and emotionally protected in Boston with her and Jack. But she also knows that launching a custody battle is not a decision made lightly. Doubts swirl in her mind, questions of ethics, guilt, and whether she is acting out of genuine concern or raw emotional pain. Jack sees the conflict in his wife's eyes and takes her hand, grounding her as he always has. In that intimate moment, he reassures her that whatever she decides, she isn't alone. His support isn't loud or dramatic, it's quiet, steady, and deeply loyal. He reminds her that wanting to protect her grandchildren isn't something she should feel guilty about. It is a mother's instinct, a grandmother's instinct, and the instinct of someone who has already lost too much. His reassurance gives Jennifer the strength she needs to follow through on the path she believes is right, even if that path will lead straight into conflict with Chad. And then there is the other side of Salem, where shadows gather behind polished smiles and carefully chosen words. E.J. DiMera, ever composed, ever calculating, finds himself face to face with Eli Grant. Eli isn't making casual conversation. He's on a mission that Rafe Hernandez personally pulled him into. Rafe has been suspicious for days about EJ's intentions involving the free clinic, certain that something darker is moving beneath EJ's cool certainty. Eli knows that pressing a DiMera requires a delicate hand, because EJ's strength lies in keeping his secrets sealed beneath charm and arrogance. Still, Eli pushes. He questions. He probes lines EJ does not want crossed. The conversation becomes a subtle battle, one of polite words hiding sharp edges. EJ tries to appear unfazed, but Eli's questions cut close enough that EJ is forced to measure each response carefully. This interrogation, though wrapped in civility, hints at a much larger conspiracy creeping toward the surface. Something Rafe was right to be suspicious of, and something EJ is determined to keep buried for as long as he can. With these emotional confrontations, hidden schemes, family dilemmas, and the glow of the anniversary celebration illuminating both the brightest and darkest corners of Salem, Friday's episode sets the stage for consequences that will echo far beyond the gala. Every character feels pulled between past and present, between truth and secrecy, between fear and loyalty.